Hi, I'm Kwon and I am from NENM, which is on Club of Business and Economics in Cheongshim International Academy. Today I'm going to introduce about monopolistic competition and oligopoly. So let's start. First, monopolistic competition characterizes an industry in which many firms offer products or services that are similar substitutes. Barriers to entry and exit in a monopolistic competitive industries are low, and the decisions of any one firm do not directly affect those of its competitors. Monopolistic competition is closely related to the business strategy of brand differentiation. Definition of monopolistic competition is a middle ground between monopoly and perfect competition, and combines elements of each. The term was first used in the 1930s by economists Edward Chamberlain and John Robinson to describe the competition between firms with similar but not identical product offerings. All firms in monopolistic competition have the same relatively low degree of market power. They are all price makers. For example, monopolistic competition is a form of competition that characterizes a number of industries that are familiar to consumers in their day-to-day lives. Examples include restaurants, hair salons, clothing, and consumer electronics. Next is the definition of oligopoly. Oligopoly in history includes steel manufacturers, oil companies, railroad, tire manufacturing, grocery store chains, and wireless carriers. The economic and illegal concern is that oligopoly can block new entrants, slow innovation, and increase prices, all of which harm consumers. Firms in oligopoly set prices whether collectively in cartel or under the leadership of one firm. Rather than taking prices from the market, profit margins are thus higher than they would be in a more competitive markets. It's time to say about monopolistic competition's characteristic. First, it's slightly different products and services. A defining quality of monopolistic competition is that the products that companies within this structure sell are similar yet slightly different. These differences may be physical or artificial, depending on the needs of each company. Second is free entry and exit from the market. Free entry from an economic market means that a business can begin selling a good or a service and experience few barriers to enter, while free exit means that a company can leave a market relatively free if it experiences monetary losses. Although there are costs associated with starting any business, the flexibility of monopolistic competition allows companies to enter and exit somewhat easily. This is essential because as soon as one company generates profits, new business often try to enter the market and experience those same benefits, which requires companies to plan for competition affecting their own profits. Third, it's many companies. There are also many businesses within a monopolistic competition market. A high number of companies results in any individual company having little influence over the decision competitors make. Fourth is imperfect consumer knowledge. Customers often consider information such as pricing and quality to make effective purchasing decisions. In a highly competitive market with dozens of nearly identical choices, it can be difficult for consumers to gauge all of their opinion properly. Consumers rarely have perfect knowledge about each product they buy, and companies use this to create a perception of difference through advertising and marketing campaigns, even though there may not be any actual differences. At last is profits. In the short term, companies may earn extraordinary profits within a monopolistic competition market. This is often due to the fact that consumers want to try a new brand or want to experience new deals. As more companies enter the market, many firms see profits shrink to a more normal level. To alter this, companies can innovate, differentiate their products, or leave the market entirely. The low barrier to enter and exit means that many companies earn short-term profits but quickly experience competition that may lower their margins. Its oligopoly's characteristics. Oligopoly's characteristics include profit maximization, which is an oligopoly will maximize its profits. Second is price setting. Oligopolies are price setters rather than price takers. Third is high barriers to entry and exit. The most important barriers of government license, economies of scale, patents, access to expensive and complex technology, and strategic action by incumbent firms designed to discourage or destroy nascent firms. Additional sources of barriers to entry often results from government regulation, favoring existing firms, making it difficult for new firms to enter the market. Fourth is few firms. There are so few firms that the actions of one firm can influence the action of the other firms. Fifth, it's abnormal long-run profits. Oligopolies retain abnormal long-run profits. High barrier of entry prevents sideline firms from entering the market, capture excess profits. Six, it's product differentiation. It can be homogeneous or differentiated. Seventh is perfect knowledge. Assumptions about perfect knowledge vary, but knowledge of various economic factors can be generally described as selective. Oligopolies have perfect knowledge of their own cost and demand functions, but their inter-firm information may be incomplete. Buyers have only imperfect knowledge as to price, cost, and product quality. Thank you for listening.